And the truth is, you can be a very experienced teacher, upload your resources, and still make zero sales on TPT. Because the harsh truth is that I have to tell you, it's not just about SEO and it's not just about your covers either. You could show in the first page and you could have a very nice cover, but the way your products look matter. I've been going back and forth whether I should say these, but I'm just gonna say it. A lot of TPT resources right now are way too easy to make, which means they're way too easy to replace. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's why I'm making this video, because I cannot unsee it. I've had coworkers literally show me things that they've made in minutes with AI. And I'm sitting there like, wait, this actually looks similar to what people are selling on TPT. And that's when it clicked for me. If something is too easy to make, it's too easy to replace. And the truth is, you can be a very experienced teacher, upload your resources, and still make zero sales on TPT. Because the harsh truth is that I have to tell you, it's not just about SEO and it's not just about your covers either. You could show in the first page and you could have a very nice cover, but the way your products look matter. So let's talk about that. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sara, the face behind Overthinker Teacher. And after growing my store into the top 1% of sellers in just 2 years, I started coaching and auditing other TPT stores. And I kept noticing this same issue over and over again. So I always say, all my TPT sellers, that there are three pillars super important to start seeing success in TPT. So when you start your store and you want to get sales, real money, I'm not talking about making months of $100, $200. I'm talking about seeing four figures at a minimum every single month. You need three pillars. Number one, you need to own the platform. So you need to know about SEO. You need to be knowledgeable about how to upload a nice product. All the things that go along in the platform, you obviously need to know all those things. You need to analyze your data. All of that is what I call the pillar of owning the platform. It's actually understanding how TPT works. The second pillar that I always tell them is how it looks, the first impressions. So there we're talking about covers, previews, right? Thumbnails, and is how beautiful and appealing it looks to the buyer when you show on that first page. So a lot of teachers, they know how to do those first two. So they'll learn about SEO, they'll do their market research, they land on the first page. So that's amazing. If you're showing up for a keyword in the first page, that is amazing. So then they make a beautiful cover because they want to stand out from all the products that are there. They make a very beautiful cover. They make sure that it says what their buyer needs. When you click in the product, because you're obviously, oh, let me take a look at this, right? You look it into the thumbnails, you look into the preview. They have a preview, they have a nice looking thumbnails, right? But then comes the third pillar, and that's what we're gonna talk about today, which is how does your product actually look like? And yes, like I said, you could be in that first page, your cover could look very nice, but if your product does not really call the attention of the teacher, you're not gonna get those sales. And I'm going to talk about these because I feel that I've heard a lot of these TPT stores that I've audited tell me, oh, I have a year, let's say, in the platform and I had 100 products, 200 products. Some people just tell me some alarming numbers. And in reality, it's always shocked me because if you've been here in my channel, you know that I've made it to the top 1% with less than 50 products. I haven't even gotten to the 50 product yet. And I'm seeing those four figures consistently every single month. So when I hear that other teachers are creating products so extremely fast, I take a look at those products. And what I've noticed is exactly the same mistake over and over again. And it is that they look way too simple. It looks like a worksheet that I could easily grab from Google search. It looks like a worksheet that I can easily do in a Word document. It won't take me more than 10 minutes, maybe, right? Or even just ask ChatGPT or any AI platform to do it for me. Because why would I pay $5 on TPT if I can just get this for free? Or I can just, do it on my own with ChatGPT that I already pay for other things, right? So what I want to get here is that if you want to make sales, you need to get past that. Let me make a quick worksheet and get it done. You need to make something that has quality. And so I've had a lot of teachers ask me, like, what do you mean by quality? So I actually want to show you a real example. Let me show you. So let's say that I want to make a point of view worksheet, okay? And again, I want to give a disclaimer that all the worksheets that I'm talking about, maybe the worksheet I'm going to show you looks like one that you have in your store, and it doesn't mean that you're the worst seller ever and that you're a very unexperienced teacher, because that's not true. I believe 100% if you have the experience as a teacher, you're probably going to make something amazing, right? That has value, that has rigor. But then the way you display that on the worksheet goes a long way. That's what's going to tell the teacher, buy me, or just, how about you just make that yourself? Literally, your products need to make that decision for the teacher. Is the teacher going to look at your product and be like, wow, that it looks so engaging, so cool, it's going to save me so much time, I want to buy it? Or is that teacher going to say, I think I can make that. I get the idea. I'm going to make that same idea. And they're just going to copy your ideas, go on a Word document, go on ChatGPT, go on Canva, and create it themselves. Because the honest truth is that, yes, teachers don't have time, but I've been, because before I was a TPT seller, I would look at what other sellers would sell and just create it myself, because I'm like, why am I going to pay for this if I know how to do it? So you need to make something that is difficult for the teacher to create, that is not going to take the teacher just 10 minutes to create. It's going to take her a very long time. And that's why she is buying your product, because she's not just buying a product, she's also buying time, which is why you're selling to the teachers. So going back to my example, I have an example and I'm going to show it to you in screen, but I have it right here for me. A point of view activity. So let's say I want my students in third grade to read a couple sentences and I want them to identify if it's first person or third person point of view. Some skill that is very important for students to practice in third grade. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in my PowerPoint, and I literally did that. I went with the basics, and you're going to see that exactly on the screen. So I'm going to be looking at it right now, but you have it there. So I put the name, date, the title, cut and paste. I put my directions. I made a little chart. And then at the bottom, I have all the sentences that their students are going to read, cut, and glue. Very simple little chart. I've seen so many products just like this on TPT. I've seen it in my own uh, audits that I've done, in many stores that I haven't audited, but it just keeps going on and on and on. And I always have the same people who have the same type of worksheets tell me the same struggle. I'm not seeing any sales. And the reality, my friends, is that the product itself is what's holding you back. Because a lot of these stores I've audited, they make it to the first page. They know a lot about SEO. Some of them know very good how to make their covers, but then when you look at their products, again, it's not buying it. Like, teachers are not buying that product. So let's say I'm gonna take that to the next level. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go to PowerPoint, right? And I'm going to invest, because you need to think, what really sells? What is going to buy the teacher? Number one, it's not just that it looks like a nice, clean worksheet like you have here. It has to look engaging. Teachers are looking to get away from the boring curriculums that they have. They're trying to get away from the boring classes that they're having. They're trying to engage their students. And right now, students are extremely disengaged because of technology. So teachers' job is way more difficult than it was before, because now students are like, nothing excites them. So it's very difficult for a teacher to grab their attention. Therefore, you as a TPT setter needs to be that bridge to bring the engagement into the classroom. So you need to think not just like the teacher, but you need to think as a student. If I'm a student of 9 years old, would I want to do this worksheet? If I am a 9th year old and I see these, I just think this looks pretty boring and lame. If I am a student in 8 years old student and I look something more like this, now I'm like, oh, that looks nice. Okay, okay, I can get to that. And so, how did I turn this into this, right? And I'm actually gonna show you how I actually brought this even furthermore. This is still the cut and paste, but you can see, first of all, the font. This, I invested in the font, not just any random PowerPoint or Canva font that it was basic, right? I actually bought from TPT sellers specific fonts and their licenses to use it in my products. I've also bought clip art to make it vivid, to make it engaging. I've put elements that are trending and cool for that age. And you can definitely see the difference between one worksheet and the other. So, number one, like I said, you need to sell the engagement. You need to make it seem for the students like, wow, this is exciting to do. The second thing that is going to help your worksheets or anything that you sell in TPT, honestly, set apart for teachers is the rigor. Okay. And I'm not saying that this one does not have rigor, but I just want to bring that to your attention. That is so important that you make sure that whatever you're giving out is not something just easy peasy. It's something that has taken you really a long time to think. You've gone through the standards that you can make it align either to state standards or truly aligned to the subject and the age group. What are their needs? What are their learning gaps? What should they be learning at that time of the year if it's seasonal? So, trying to make it as rigorous as possible because I've also seen very cute worksheets that when I get them and I try to work through them, they are extremely easy. And then it's like pointless. Why did I even buy these? Right? So you need to keep a balance between engagement and rigor. Like I said, investing is what's going to set your products apart. You need to invest time. A product that's going to take you little time is not going to make you thousands of sales. If you want to see thousands of sales for all the time you're investing, you need to invest time. So stop with the mindset like, I need to get this done because I need to upload more and more products. That is the worst mindset you could ever have. Like I always say, and my favorite quote is quality over quantity. Quantity. So you want to make sure that you're uploading, if it's one product you uploaded in that month, make that be your best product. No uploading 10 products that are just lame. All right. The next thing that I want you to look at is how can I bring this, right? And this into even something better that's going to stand even more in the TPT platform. And that's when I'm going to show you my magic final products. So this is actually a worksheet in my store that I do for my third grade summer packet. And you can see the full engagement. Students, as soon as they see these, and I've seen this real life in my own classroom, they're like ready for it. They're like, give me that worksheet. I'm ready to do it. And that's the same excitement you want to sell to teachers. I've had so many reviews from so many teachers telling me my students enjoyed it. They loved it. This was so fun. They asked me to keep doing it. And honestly, that's what TPT is there for. We are there for the students, right? It's not just the teachers. It's not just for a teacher to get it done and print it and save them time. You're there for the students. You need to close that gap of engagement that so many teachers are struggling today with your products. And again, this worksheet is a perfect example how I had to invest time. It did not take me 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It took me a very long time to make sure it was aligned to third grade ELA standards. It made me time to check that it was grammarly correct, that I was using the strategy correctly. It took me time to make the entire template flow nicely. And at the same time, I also invested economically in this worksheet because I invested in the fonts, in the clip art, and even the maze templates. So there's tons of amazing TPT authors that I recommend you start looking up for fonts, for clip art, for templates, for elements, you name it. So imagine that I say, you know what? What if I have this same worksheet, right? And I'm a teacher, right? And what if I want to use ChatGPT AI? Because I want to bring that comment very quickly here because I've heard, oh, AI is going to replace TPT. And that's 100% not true. And I'm going to prove you why. If I take my time and I invest in a pretty beautiful product, and again, I'm not selling this worksheet alone, which is also something important. You also have to see what you're providing to the teacher. This is one activity as a pack of 25 activities that I sell to teachers. So sometimes I see that mistake that you're just selling one, two, three, and you're charging way too much money. And honestly, why is a teacher gonna spend all that money for so little that is just gonna get her what? One day? I wanna provide something to a teacher that she can either use for an entire month, that she could use for an entire holiday, that she could use for her entire lesson. Let's say if she's teaching about main idea, I want to provide her with something she can do to introduce main idea, to practice main idea, for homework, for centers. Like I want to provide teachers actually a toolbox, every product to be a toolbox because they're investing their very difficult money. Teachers, as you know, earn very little. So we have to not be greedy with our worksheets. And I honestly, I'm a firm believer that you have to give value to your products. And when teachers realize the value that you're giving to your products, they're going to pay for it no matter what. And so let's say there's a teacher out there who finds these as part of the worksheet. They're like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. But you know what? I'm not gonna spend money on it. Like, I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT because obviously, why would I do that? Like, I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. So I told exactly ChatGPT to create this exact worksheet. And I'm gonna put there the actual text that I asked. So I said about third grade point of view. I wanted sentences. I wanted the students to identify if it was first person or third person. And I wanted a maze to make it fun and engaging. And this was ChatGPT's result. This is not fun. This is not what a student would like to do. Once again, you tell me if ChatGPT is going to replace TPT sellers. Now, you need to ask yourself, if my products look like this or like this, anything is going to replace you. Whether it is ChatGPT, whether it's the teacher herself or themselves doing it in a Word document or finding it for free in Google. If your products look like this, then yes, your products will be replaced. But if your products take time, rigor, and engagement, then yes, you're not going to be replaced. So I know sounds like I probably sound so harsh, and I really hope you don't go in distress. That's not my point over here. I just want to bring light because I am just so overwhelmed at the amount of activities out there in TPT that I see that way. Almost so common in my audits. It's a problem that I see being repeated back to back to back. And if you don't stop, you're going to end up having tons of products that are worthless. So, my best advice is analyze your store, analyze your strategy, and see how you're making your products. Are your products standing out in the platform? Are your products engaging for the students? And are they appealing for the teachers to buy and not have to make them themselves? So, that's it for today. And I hope you stick around because I'm ready to give you way more tips on how to make your TPT store super successful this year. And I would love to know in the comments if you're making this mistake. Honestly, it's fine. When I started TPT, I didn't know all these things. So this has been like learning through my own mistakes. So tell me in the comments any other mistakes, any other topics you want me to start talking about because I really do read all your comments and I love the community we're building together because I'm here to support you and all these videos are just to help you do the best that you can in your store. Thanks again for being here. And if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. So thanks again. And this was Overthinker Coaching.